Hi everyone, I'm Jacy from Craft Life, and I'm here today to teach you how to make a Rainbow Loom Pom Pom pen or pencil cover. I was making these as gifts and I thought you would like to make one too, so I decided to make a tutorial on it. So the supplies you'll need to make it are 1 Rainbow Loom, rubber bands, today I'm using light blue and dark blue, a Rainbow Loom hook or crochet hook, a pencil or a pen, and last but not least, scissors. So please get your supplies and we'll begin. To begin, you can use any loom you'd like, and if yours is in a staggered position like this one, you can use any 4 pegs that are like this on your loom. But today I'm going to be doing it differently. Instead, I'm going to take out my middle row. Then on this side, I'm going to be using these 4 pegs. So I'm going to move this small blue piece down. Just down a little. And now, once I turn it like this, I'm going to turn this row around so that its arrows are pointing away from me. Then push it down. So now these 2 pegs should line up, and so should these. And you're going to start with your first color. You're going to make X's with this color. So we're going to start on these 2 pegs, make an X, go to these 2 pegs, make an X, and we're just going to make an X on these 2, and then these 2. Now push it down, because this row becomes your bottom, and we're going to lay a top row. And I'm going to be switching colors after every row, so now I'm just going to lay it normally. Do not push this down. Lay it normally, don't push it down. And really, you're just going around the square and laying your rubber bands. Now we're going to bring our bottom loops over the top, and each bottom should have 2 rubber bands, and you're just going to bring them over the top. So grab them over the top, over the top, and over the top. Now you're just going to push this down, and this row becomes your bottom row. Now we need to lay another top row. So you're going to take another rubber band. And I'm only using 2 colors, if you haven't noticed. So I'm only going to be switching off on the 2 colors. And the only thing you're doing is going around this little rectangle. Now, you're going to bring your bottom loops over the top, and each peg is going to have 2 rubber bands to bring over. Now you're just going to push these loops down, and we're going to lay another row. Now we're going to bring our bottom loops over the top. Remember, each peg is going to have 2 loops to bring over the top. Now push this down. And if you pull this down, you can see that we have just done 4 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want to have 30 rows in total. If you are making it the same as me, and it will look like this if you're doing 30 rows in total. So, for mine, you're going to need to do 26 more rows of just laying your rubber bands around the rectangle in a counterclockwise rotation, and then bringing your bottom loops over the top. Each peg is going to have 2 loops to bring over every time. And you're going to do that in a clockwise rotation and push them down as you go. So remember, you can do it as long as you'd like, but if you are making mine, you will need to do 26 more rows so that you have 30 rows in total. And I'll be right back. I just finished my 26 more rows, and now I have 30 rows in total. And now, at this point, you want to attach a pom-pom. But to do that, you have to make it first. So, the pom-pom is two of them put together to make one huge one. So we're going to make our first one. We're going to take 2 rubber bands of our first color, and then we're going to place this one on the top and this one on the bottom. And what you want to do is take the top one, bring it into the bottom, and bring the bottom one into the top. So they're just switching places, and then you pull it tight. That is just one way you can do it on your hands. And then there's another way that you can do it on your hook. So you're going to stick one rubber band on your hook. Then you're going to place the other one at the tip. Then you're going to pull it through. Place it back on. And then you're going to pull one loop through the other. And pull that tight. And this is the other way you can do it. So you can do it either way. You just want to have the 2 rubber bands attached to each other. You're going to do the same thing. If you want to do it on your hands, this is how. You're going to bring the top one into the bottom and the bottom one into the top. And then, remember, this is the way you can do it with your hook. You're going to stick it on your hook, place the other one on the tip, pull this through, place it back on, and pull one loop through the other. You want to have 15 of each color, so please make 15 of each color. I have mine already done. So now what you want to do is take your scissors and your hook, and with your scissors, you're going to cut the ends of all of them. So grab one end, pull it, and cut it. Then do the same to all of them. Pull it and cut it, but only do it to one end. Now I'm going to do my other ones. Pull it and cut it. Pull it and cut it. Now what you're going to do is take your first color, you're going to put it on your hook, and just put it all the way to the end. Then you're going to take your next color, put it next to it, then take your first color again, pull it on, and your second color, pull it on. You're going to do this for the rest of your 15. And I have mine already done. I have 15 of each color. I cut all of them and then put them on. And now what I want to do is take them off and make them into the first pom-pom. So I'm going to take my second color, because that's the color I'm ready for, on my loom. And I'm going to take 2 rubber bands of it. I'm going to put them on my hook. And what you want to do is stretch them out and then pull all of these loops onto it. Now, you're going to quickly put this back on, like that. And you're going to grab 4 more rubber bands of that same color. So once you have your 4, you're going to stick them on the end of your hook. And you're going to pull it through. Place it back on. And now you're going to pull 1 loop through the other. Or 4 loops through the other 4. And now this is what we're going to put on to our loom. So to do this, we're going to take 2 of them. So stretch out 2. You're going to place 2 on either side. So there are 2 on this side and 2 on this side, and that's why we had 4 loops. Now we want to make another pom-pom, and I have mine already done. If you have trouble making it, please rewind the video. And remember, you have 4 at the bottom. You're going to stretch it out so that you have 2 on each side, and you're just going to lay it on the same way. So lay 2 on this side and 2 on that side. So now you have your one pom-pom. And what you're going to do now is bring your bottom loops over the top. So bring these 2, these 2, these 2, and these 2. Now, since you obviously can't hook this, you're going to do another row to make it secure, and that row is going to be the one that we hook. So my next color is going to be dark blue, and I'm going to lay it. So hold your pom-pom down as you do this. I'm going to lay it. Now I'm going to bring it to this side. Lay it, and lay it. And you're going to bring your bottom loops over the top. So now this one's going to have 4 rubber bands to bring over the top. And so that I don't lose my top loops, I'm just going to bring them down and over. Stick your hook. Make sure you're grabbing all of them. You're going to stick it down and over. Push them down as you go. Do the same thing to this side. Push it down and bring it over. Push it down and bring it over. Now push these down and we're ready to hook this. Now when you're hooking this, you want to be careful because there's a huge pom-pom in your way. So what you're going to do is you're going to start on this peg and you're going to bring this loop, your bottom loop, and you're going to bring it to the side. I know that was my bottom loop because it hooked the loop behind it. I'm going to do the same thing to this one. Bring my bottom loop, push the pom-pom out of the way to the peg in front of it. And also, I know that was my bottom loop because it hooked the loops behind it. Make sure yours does too. I want to push my pom-pom this way. Grab your bottom loop, bring it to the side, turn it around again, and push your pom-pom this way. And grab your bottom loop, bring it to the peg in front of it. So make sure that all your loops were the bottom loops. You grab the bottom loops on all of these. And hopefully your pom-pom didn't get in the way too bad. And now on your last peg, you're going to stick your hook in. You're going to grab a rubber band. Pull this up through. Place it back on. Pull one loop through the other. And now you can gently take this off, or help it off, like this. And once it's off, you're going to see loops that stick out, and that's just the loops that you hooked. If you didn't hook them correctly, they're going to break. And if you did hook it correctly, all you have to do is pull, and they will go away. And with the loop that you cut off, you can just leave it because it is a pom-pom and you won't see it. So now what you can do is take 2 rubber bands from the center. So one from this pom-pom and one from this one. And what you're going to do is just tie them together. But this is only if you want to. You can do this if you want, or you don't have to do this. It's just so that your pom-poms stay together and they don't separate from each other. You can fluff it out Now you can put it on like a pen or a pencil and you're done. This is what it looks like when it's done, and you can leave it just like that, or you can give it a twisted look by twisting in opposite directions, so like that. And you're done, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you make some, I'd love to see them. My Instagram is CraftLifeUSA, so please tag me in a photo. And don't forget to like us on Facebook, put it on Pinterest, and subscribe right here on YouTube. I hope you're living a craft life just like me. Thanks for watching. Bye!